Do you boys need stubs? Make sure you guys go to u4gm.com. Make sure you guys use code Brady for 5% off your purchase. This is easy stubs. It's nice and fast, and it's way better than giving SDS money. Alright boys, today I'm going to be going over the fastest way to actually end up finishing the face of the franchise program, and we actually have our first complete method that I feel really good about. Now, I have been kind of messing around and perfecting it, and I feel like this is definitely the best way to end up finishing the program. You're going to be getting about 60 to 70,000 XP an hour. With double XP, 60 to 70,000 is still really good, and one thing I will say about this XP method is that it is one of the most easy mindless things ever. Now, like my last XP method, you can do this with literally zero brain power, no effort. You're going to be grinding this. It's going to be really helpful, and you're going to be able to finish the program in 10 hours of game time if you are starting from the beginning. Now that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I know it's double XP, but for you grinders who are just trying to get it over the edge and finally finish it, this is going to take you maybe 2 to 3 hours to end up finishing up the program, getting those last little bit of really good stubs and rewards at the end of the program to help you guys end up getting collections done. So make sure you guys are grinding this. This is the best method that I have had yet, and if this method helps you guys out, boys, please drop a like and a sub. I'd really appreciate it. We're on the road to 10K subs, and let's get right into it. Alright boys, it's double XP, so today we got a brand new XP video where we are going to be talking about the fastest way to actually end up grinding XP in MLB The Show 22. So there are two really big ways to actually end up getting XP. Now, the number one way, in my opinion, is by downloading the Gomes roster. What you do is you go to create, you go to vaults, you end up going to rosters, and you can actually just end up sorting it by ascending. You go to Gomer XP, you make sure that you download this, you can name it whatever you want, Gomes XP, ItsBrady XP method, and you're going to download that. I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to download. And then whenever you actually end up downloading, what you do is you go to settings, you go to file management, you go to load, you go to rosters, you go to saved rosters, and you actually end up just loading that roster. You end up downloading. So another big way to actually end up getting XP right now is going to be, obviously with this roster, you're going to go to create a player, and you're going to create a 99 overall absolute stud, and you end up doing this by going to create, you go to roster control, create a player, and you end up creating somebody that's a pitcher with Darren O'Day's pitching stance. That's going to be in page 22 of current players. So it's on page 22, you end up going to Darren O'Day, you end up going out to his attributes, and you end up maxing all of his pitching attributes at 99. Every single one of them, you make him an absolute GOAT. You make him really good, and once you make this player, you never have to end up doing this. So you go to the sliders, you end up getting all of it to 99, pitching, clutch, home runs per 9, every single one of these things. Completely maxed out. That way you have an absolute stud Joe random pitcher, and he has the fastest pitching motion in the game. That's Darren O'Day. So just make sure that you are maxing out all of these, and including the velocity. And then you're going to actually end up pressing start. Now I've already done this. You're going to press on free agent, pool, and export player. Now whenever you do this, name this whatever you want. Just something that you'll remember and something that makes sense. You can name it Brady XP Glitch. You can name it whatever you want. Now, whenever you're wanting to actually add your guys, so what you actually end up going is, I like to do the Yankees because there is, I guess there's a universal DH now, so it doesn't really matter. But you go to manage roster, you end up pressing on Garrett Cole, and you end up pressing import pitcher. You end up putting that player that you actually ended up just saving. And what you're going to actually end up doing now is, since all the rosters are won already and they're going to be the worst possible, you're going to go to exhibition, and you're going to actually end up finding the Astros because this is going to be the team that you are facing today. And then you're going to actually end up going up to the Yankees with that imported player that you ended up just making. That's 99 overall stud. And you're going to make sure that he is there. You're going to play at Minute Maid. It doesn't really matter. The one thing that does matter, and I know my camera is blocking it, make sure that presentation, it's about right there. Make sure that that is on fast play. Make sure that quick counts is going to be on. Again, I know I'm blocking it, but just make sure that those two settings are enabled and you will be fine. Now the big thing is, whenever you end up getting this screen, make sure that you player lock by pressing RT on your controller. R2 if you're on PlayStation, whatever ends up player locking, you'll get the little icon right there to make sure that you're locked, and you'll actually end up going into the game there. Now, the big thing is that whenever you are facing this whole roster, is they are going to be zero contact, zero power, absolute bums. So it should be really easy to actually end up grinding XP. As far as settings to make this go even faster, I like to go to settings, I like to go to gameplay, and I'm actually going to start doing this on Legends since they are zero contact, zero power. It should end up being fine. One thing you want to make sure is that your pitching is going to be on Classic. That way it's nice and easy, and you don't have to really focus on anything, and you can kind of just end up grinding while watching Netflix or doing whatever. Now you're just going to be spamming fastballs against this team, and it is going to be extremely easy. Again, like I said, they are absolutely terrible, and you should be getting the most amount of XP possible. You shouldn't give up that many hits, and since you're playing on Legend, you're going to be getting a ton of XP. This is going to be absolutely huge. I'm just going to be turning on baseball while I'm doing this, and this is something that you can do late at night. That is just, it's so easy. And with double XP going, dude, it's absolutely amazing. You can see that I'm getting a lot of Ks here. I'm getting a lot of XP. And each game should not take you that long, and since it's double XP, you should be getting a ton of XP by just doing this. So turn on your favorite baseball game, watch some YouTube, chill out, and kind of just end up grinding this by throwing fastballs to the trash throws, and you should be able to max out the program no longer than about 7 or 8 hours, and you're not going to be giving up too many hits. You can see I gave up a hit here. But with fast play and everything on, it's going to be really easy. As you can see, boys, I'm basically just pressing A to throw a fastball and then a curveball every single time. And we're going to keep on getting punchies because they have zero vision. Now, this game ended up taking roughly about 5 minutes, according to my recording. And we are going to end up getting, with double XP, we end up getting about 5,400 in about 5 minutes. So obviously that was about 5 minutes, so multiply 5,300 times 2 and you multiply it by 6, you're going to be getting about 63,600 XP per hour doing this method. Now it's really easy. This is the most brain dead easy method in the game, and you guys are gonna absolutely eat this up and finish the face of the franchise program ASAP. Now boys, this is the fastest way to actually end up getting it done, and if this video ended up helping you guys out, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub, as it helps me out an absolute ton. We're on the road to 10K subs. I really appreciate all the love and support lately. I'll talk to you boys later. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this method, end up maxing out the program fast, and I'll talk to you boys later. Peace.